across the globe. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And this time for tuning into my 2,942nd edition of Short-Term Trading Live with Oscar Carboni. And you know what? There's a lot of good information in those editions, and there'll be some information in tonight's edition. Make sure you're paying attention. Traders, before we get started, we know that this is a risky game, right? Risky, 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 risky. Put your stops in, put them in first. Never trade without putting on a protective stop before you get into that live position. You'll live a lot longer in this business if you do that. What's on the board for trading July 16, 2025? Traders, the Omni has moved from neutral on Tuesday. Oscar, don't trade. Remember, it was going up Monday? Omni came out and said, don't trade Tuesday. I don't like what I see. And immediately flips to a red Omni, sell the rallies for Wednesday, which this video is made for. How about that for a smart Omni, huh? If you've seen what happened today in the markets, they started off on the upside, turned around, didn't know what to do, went down, NASDAQ was up, S&P was down, mixed bag, just like Omni told us it would be. So, we are going to sell the rallies if we can get a fill in E-mini, S&P, NASDAQ, Russ. We'll see what happens. Don't know if they'll fill us. We'll give it a whirl anyway. And there's other markets out there to play. You know, we don't just have to play those three. And of course we don't. We play everything. If it moves, we'll trade it. Speaking of which, round of applause from you, sir. Bitcoin hits its 121 target. How about that, kids? Huh? Come on now. You have never seen anyone come up with targets this accurate, have you? The Omni's insane. It freaks me out. Came out with 121, I should say. We hit. Your next target's been on the board for a long time now. Remember that? That is next. Once we hit that, I'll conjure up what else comes next. There is this. I want to increase my exposure to Bitcoin, so I hope it comes back down. I've got a plan. If it does come down, I'll increase my exposure. But right now at 117, I mean, let's see what happens. If it comes down a bit, I'll get more aggressive. I don't mind buying it up here either. Listen, I've told this to many people. You think it's a good idea to buy something that's cheap and hope it's going to get expensive one day? I like something that's already expensive and going up. I don't mind buying that over the one I think may or may not ever go. So don't worry about it. It's still worth buying here. But I think a little pullback is due. Looks like the stock market might have a little pullback, which means you might get a little pullback from Bitcoin. Ethereum, rock and roll with that Ethereum, huh? It looks great. There's rumors that Bitcoin is adding to their Ethereum exposure. I see Ethereum going up while Bitcoin's going down, which means the Bitcoin-Ethereum ratio is starting to get closed in just a little bit. So Ethereum's starting to show its hand. Bitcoin loves the upside, even though it's got to have some pullbacks to let us guys in. Loves the cryptos overall. And then live webinar on Thursday, kids. The reason for this video is to tell you do not miss it. Click the link below. Join the free live webinar. It is this Thursday, 3 p.m. New York time, Eastern time. That's what I present. On Thursday, 3 p.m. on Thursday. Make sure you click the link below. Sign up for that free webinar. So, I've got a couple of charts I want to show you, but something else came out today. Do you know what came out today, David? Any idea? My figures for the month of June. All right, the Omni figures have been totaled. My two separate accountants went over it. One of them came up with a total. The other one came up with a total separately. They got together. Their totals matched. They gave it to me. And for the month of June, $9,987 could have been made if you were following the Omni Trade recommendations and had the guts to take them each and every time they came out. Go, Omni, go. So if you're tallying with this, kids, 10,000 for January. These are just taking the Omni on one lot positions. 10,000 for Jan, 19,000 in Feb, 75.12 was made in March. Crazy, right? Plus that's the year-end call. 86.16 lost in April. 20,400 made in May. $9,987 made in June. That's if you were trading the Omni recommendations with one lot only. Can you do math? What would happen if you had this month with two lots? What would happen if you had June with just two lots? Kids, you should join. It's called the Platinum Service. It is not very expensive. It's like $4 a day, and I will send you trade recommendations 24 hours a day. If I'm willing to get in it and I let my son Mikey get in it, you will find out about it so you can get in it. If that sounds appetizing, if you could have used $9,900 for the month of June, let me know. Go to livewithoscar.com and sign up for my platinum subscription daily trade recommendations. Barring that, I'm getting ready to show you some charts because it's already getting hot in this room. In fact, I'm going to take a sip of water. It's so hot, it's hard to speak. And nothing but ice in here. I can't even drink. Where were we? So, I'm about to show you some very cool charts. Traders, is probably one last chance. I am hosting an OmniCamp here in Las Vegas, but it happens at the end of this month. It's the 31st of July through the 4th of August. It is the last camp that will be held in Las Vegas where your lodging and meals are all included in one package. If you were thinking about OmniCamp, if you've been on the fence, if you're not sure, this is your chance, because after these next couple of videos, I am turning off the applications and we're done. We'll be closed out for July 31st, August 4th OmniCamp. If you want to study with me for a long weekend where your meals and your lodging, everything's on one ticket, go to omnibootcamp.com right now because time is ticking. It's getting close. Fill out your applications. I'll call you right away. If you qualify, you'll be in Las Vegas at the end of the month. The camps that follow this are going to happen likely out of Vegas, and we're not including lodging and meals on those, kids, because it's not my turf. Right? When I'm out of my turf, I can't do stuff like that. So if you'd like a one price fits all ticket, come to OmniCamp, see me for the July, August camp. After that, I'll come see you, but you're going to have your own lodging. All right, traders, that's about it. Remember to keep your emotions out of trading. How would you do that? First thing you would do is put your stop in before you even get into the position. That helps with the emotions dramatically. The next thing you would do is say our mantra to yourselves. So we're going to practice that, and then we're going to go look at some great charts. Are you with me? Say it with me, kids. 1, 2, 3, and then we'll go look at charts. 1, 2, 3. Stop, sir. Emotions are rock and roll, traders. Thanks for tuning in. Now let's go look at some charts. Traders, for a slightly longer term view like the last few weeks, I like to call this chart the Trump got it all wrong rally, because that's all you've been hearing about from all the economists, that Trump got it wrong, and the market does not agree. And the only thing I believe in is the market, not the papers, not the internet, not morons who haven't learned much but get on TV for some reason. I believe in the charts. They tell us what's going on. Long term, this looks fantastic. The last few weeks, this looks fantastic. But we need to trade on Wednesday. It doesn't look so fantastic. For trading on Wednesday, if you look here, we've dropped out of this channel for 3 days. It tried to actually hit the channel on Wednesday, and it didn't do us any good. Wednesday, on Tuesday, and it didn't do us any good. Came back down. So now Tuesday night for Wednesday, the Omni has flipped to the dark side in NASDAQ, S&P Russell. Look at your transportation average. That doesn't look so pretty right there either, huh? Look at the way it fell out of that channel. Down. It looks like it's going to have another down day tomorrow, and that's what we're going to look to participate in if we can get a fill. Then you've got Ethereum. Go Ethereum. BlackRock, Ethereum, the rest of the world, whoever's doing this. We love you guys. We love blockchain. We love crypto. Check this out. Gave you a couple of targets a few days back. We've already hit the 3100 target in Ethereum. We're on our way to the 3187 target. When those are done, I'll issue more. Now, Ethereum's moving up, while at the same time, Bitcoin's sort of just backing off a teeny bit, which means the ratio between the two, Bitcoin going down a little bit and Ethereum going up a little bit, the ratio between the two is shrinking, or how many Ethereums does it take to create one Bitcoin or equal one Bitcoin? That's shrinking a little bit, and we like that. So Ethereum catching up to Bitcoin slightly, you gotta love that. And then there's the master himself, Bitcoin, Bitcoin, Bitcoin. What a monster. Every target that we have issued, the 94.2 target hit, the 1,002 target hit, the 121 target now hit, 126 next on your radar, kids. The Omni has mapped this out since it started way back when Bitcoin first started. I was able to start charting it. I've been charting this. I've been mapping out and charting Bitcoin since it's a little teeny infant baby. And that's why I'm so darn good with these calls. Nothing's ever happened to Bitcoin that I haven't had a chance to look at because it came out and started while I was alive. Analysis works really well on Bitcoin, and the Omni works even better. Traders, thanks for tuning in. I hope that helps. I will see you all at livewithoscar.com.